Wolong Fallen Dynasty's rich narrative can prove to be a bit convoluted as it spans nearly 2 decades and features some of China's most prominent heroes as they navigate the fall of a corrupt era where the coveted mystical elixir can turn the tide of war and even shape the future. Spoilers ahead. In this video, I'm going to provide a detailed explanation of the final events that take place following Lu Bu's death and Yuan Shao's subsequent conquest. After 16 years of rebellions, wars, and uprisings, Yuan Shao, still in possession of the great quantity of elixir taken from Lu Bu, commanded a massive demon army and swept through the lands. Ever the cunning puppet master, Yu Ji, the Taoist in black, took advantage of Yuan Shao's trust issues and manipulated him into solidifying his stranglehold on the Guandu district. In one final act of desperation, the warlord Cao Cao was able to leverage his recent victories at Baima and Yanjin and go on the offensive to recapture Guandu. The protagonist slashed his way through the enemy forces and reached Yuan Shao's throne room. With nothing left to lose, Yuan Shao consumed elixir and transformed into a powerful demon born from the corrupted form of the divine beast Guandu, one of the 4 gods and guardian of the north. After an epic battle, the protagonist bested the general, and as he lay fatally wounded on the floor, he made a final request to his old friend Cao Cao. He asked for Cao Cao to finish what he started and prove that the bonds between people truly do have value. As Cao Cao carried his old friend's body away, he ordered his men to collect all of the elixir that Yuan Shao had stored away. Soon after, the protagonist encountered Yu Ji, who extended an offer to help forge the ultimate elixir to usher in a realm of immortality. But his offer was declined, and an epic battle ensued. The Taoist in black proved to be an incredibly powerful foe, having mastered all of the elements and wizardry spells. However, the protagonist's unmatched combat prowess forced Yu Ji to do the unthinkable. Yu Ji used the culmination of all the demonic chi he had accumulated throughout the last 16 years of war and strife and merged with Zheilong. In his new form, he became the embodiment of demonic chi, a physical manifestation of all the chaos he had sown throughout the lands. But even such great evil could be overcome by the purity of the divine beasts who resided within the protagonist's jade. Blessed by the power of the 9, he struck one final mighty blow, freeing the blindfolded boy from his spiritual imprisonment. Eager to see to the blindfolded boy's recovery, the protagonist returned him to the small mountain village where they had first formed their bond. Exhausted from the numerous battles and nearly 2 decades of war, he nodded off to sleep, but was suddenly awakened when the boy disappeared. Fearful for the boy's safety, the protagonist searched the ruins of the village and made his way to the moonlit field where his journey had begun 16 years ago. When he found the boy, he realized that he had been possessed by Yu Ji. It seems that the Taoist merging with Zheilong had an unexpected effect and allowed the dragon's elixir field to become part of his body. As such, he was granted immense power and vowed to kill every living thing. But the protagonist readied his sword, ready to put an end to this ceaseless bloodshed once and for all. The 2 warriors clashed, but the protagonist prevailed, forcing Yu Ji's spirit to leave the blindfolded boy's body. The blessed jade was made whole once again, and the ultimate divine beast, Yinglong, was restored and consumed Yu Ji. It was the blindfolded boy's strong bond and belief in the protagonist that allowed him to retain a fragment of himself all these years. Years passed, and the blindfolded boy, a member of a sacred clan whose lineage bared the dragon's elixir field, became a young man. After a lifetime of sealing away the power held within his eyes, he finally opened them and saw the future. Sun Quan prepared himself for Cao Cao's inevitable expedition, and it seemed after all this time there was still a crouching dragon waiting, eager to strike and cleave the way for the future. And that's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment Crouching Dragon down below. I'm eager to see what new stories will unfold as the content for the season pass is released. If you want more Wolong lore, be sure to click on the videos on screen. And until next time, it's the Inhuman one signing out. Consider becoming a member for exclusive perks, or check out my Patreon for behind-the-scenes content. Join the Inhuman community today.